welcome, and this will be an unturned guide to experience. So, as you may already know, experience can be accessed by hitting tab and clicking on skills. These are all your skills that you can use. Some of mine are already used, but for an example, you see my experience bar. That is what I'm going to want to get up to level stuff up like that. When you upgrade something, it appears at the top and it tells you that it's been upgraded. There are multiple ways to get experience. One of the ways is there are multiple ways to get experience. One of the ways is to chop down trees or mine ores. Another way is to kill zombies. There are lots of different zombies, civilians being the ones that give you the lowest amount of experience, and military guys being the most. Those are the only two ways to get experience points as of now, but later there may be things like farming, but I don't know. Could be. Experience points other than that can level up all the things that I've shown in here. I will describe what each one of them does. Survival, as it says, slower starvation and dehydration. So now that I have it maxed out, all of these skills at the bottom raise by 2% every minute, which allows you to survive for 50 minutes without eating anything. The next one is endurance. Endurance allows you to run faster and use special power-ups and jumping as well. The first one here the first upgrade reduces it by 20%, so jumping would normally take 10%, but now it only takes 5% of your energy. As you can see, I've upgraded mine 4 times, so it's reduced 80%. At 80%, it only takes around 2. Once you get it to full, it takes absolutely no stamina to jump. However, it still takes 1.6 stamina per second to run. The next one that you'll be seeing is sneakability. I do not know the statistics for this one. However, I do know that it goes, and it's one of the second most expensive ones to upgrade in total. And what it does is if you are walking around, it will make sure that zombies will not notice you as much. Like that, the zombie would have noticed me earlier. But now that I've upgraded it, it's better. And at the final upgrade, it makes it so as if you're always sneaking by hitting the X key all the time. Other than that, there's not much else that that one does. The next one is marksman. Better accuracy and recoil. That one's fairly self-explanatory. When you aim a gun, it will be dead on precise instead of slightly off from long distances. It doesn't really help that much in my opinion, because I can still pretty much shoot anything like with accuracy across over to there, unless you're talking about that hill over there. It's not going to do much. And I do recommend lowering your sensitivity for when you're going to use a gun. The next one is warrior, which allows you to do more melee damage and take less damage. So the first upgrade, instead of you taking, I believe it just reduces it by 20% again, until you only take something like 4 damage per hit. It doesn't always reduce by 20%, but I believe it ends up and you take 4 damage instead of 10 damage per zombie hit. The next one is outdoors. I do not know the statistics for this one as well, but it allows you to chop down trees and mine ores faster. The next one here is craftsman. It allows you to craft better resources. Like for an example, if you don't have level 1 craftsman, you cannot craft any sort of holding thing like a chest or anything like that. You're going to need craftsman to make some of the early tier things. Well, not a house, but other things. I will be doing another video on how to make a house. Immunity, what it does is whenever you get hit by a zombie or you eat rotten food, your radiation level at the bottom, well, it's actually not called radiation. That's not really what it's supposed to be called. It is supposed to be called how sick you are. It's sickness, I guess. That is the last one, and it reduces it. I used to take 4%, but now I take 3%. So, the first one here, if you upgrade it, you take 3. The second one, you still take 3, but it reduces the amount you get from food. The third one, you only take 2, which is, in my case, I think where you should stop. The next one just is if you're still going to be eating rotten food at this point, which at that point in the game, you're not really going to be. And you don't really get hit by zombies that much, so that one I would not say is a high priority. The ones that you should look out for, early game you're going to want warrior and survival. Survival is a key one to your survival. Mid-game, you're going to want Craftsman and other ones like Marksman. And in Journey,